Hello, everyone, and thank you for visiting my channel. Today, I want to talk about the darker side of the Philippines, seldom talked about by vloggers and people alike. While the Philippines is often presented as a beautiful and affordable destination, expats frequently encounter a stark reality that diverges from their initial idealized perceptions. Stay tuned. Many expats arrive in the Philippines with false hopes of a luxurious and carefree life, only to be blindsided by the realities on the ground. This disillusionment often comes from a lack of thorough preparation and an idealized view of the country. One expat recounted living humbly in their in law's modest house, relying on public transportation like jeepneys, vans, buses, and trikes, rather than the luxury lifestyle they expected. Another expat expressed frustration with the cost to quality ratio of living in the Philippines, despite loving the country for many reasons. The promise of being treated like kings often proves to be an illusion. Expats often come to the Philippines hoping to escape the high stress, cold climate, and high cost of Western life. They are tempted by romanticized vlogs showing dreamlike beach towns, stories of expats marrying beautiful, loyal Filipinas, low cost video showcasing beachfront meals for $2, and the promise of respect and admiration they never receive back home. Unfortunately, this dream is often based on fragile assumptions, such as everyone being friendly and honest, which is somewhat exaggerated. What I've learned is that some people put on fake smiles in hope of getting something from you, whether immediately or later. Expats are also told that the culture is simple and innocent. While it may be a bit more mellow than Western culture, don't be fooled into believing that everyone is nice and eager to be your friend. People here have struggles and stress, just like anywhere else. Another misconception is that relationships are pure and transactional free. I'll tell you right now, that's not entirely true. Every man pays, either upfront or in the end. Thinking you can come here, spend all your money, and expect your Filipino to stick around long term? Think again. If she even considers staying, she would not make your life easier. As far as she's concerned, she didn't get into a relationship with a foreigner to struggle. And last but not least, the idea that poverty equals humility may apply to some Filipino couples, but it's not true for most expat Filipino relationships. When expats come to this realization, the disappointment sometimes can be devastating. Filipinos are warm, generous, and friendly on the surface, but many expats are unprepared for the indirect way Filipinos communicate. You need to understand that sometimes smiles, nods, and politeness hide true feelings, especially when conflict arises. Instead of clear answers, you may hear maybe instead of no, it's okay instead of I'm angry, or ghosting instead of directly confronting you. Miscommunication can build up until it explodes. Many expats grow resentful, feeling lied to, when in reality, they just don't understand the cultural courtesy. In the Philippines, they have something like a yes culture. Many Filipinos are trained from childhood to please authority figures and avoid saying no, which can lead expats to misinterpret intentions. Promises made by girlfriends, landlords, contractors, or friends may go unfulfilled, not out of malice, but because of fear of disappointing or shame. If you believe living here is cheap, think again. Many amenities you are used to are not inexpensive, they are costly. That's how the Philippines is marketed, as an affordable paradise. But many expats soon find out that imported goods are pricey, hospital costs can be overwhelming without insurance, reliable internet and electricity are inconsistent, expats are charged foreign prices, and you will pay much more if you live a Western lifestyle. Trying to maintain a Western lifestyle, like air conditioning 24/7, modern food, and imported items, can quickly push your monthly expenses well beyond what vloggers show. Many expats who claim they would live modestly here begin seeking the comforts they know from the West. That's when the lifestyle inflation starts. Those who were initially frugal gradually began to upgrade their lifestyle. If you are with a Filipino partner, she may expect shopping trips or support for her family. Eating local food daily becomes tiresome to the point where you start seeking more Western cuisine. You start craving more privacy, AC, and security as well. Before you know it, that $800 per month budget turns into $1,500 or more without warning. Many expats arrive seeking romance, attracted by the myth of the sweet, submissive Filipina. While many genuine Filipina exist, Others see foreign men as a ticket out of poverty, a retirement plan, or a short term ATM. Some women are trained or train themselves to say the right things to expats. They will shower you with affection early on, claim you're the only one, want to cohabitate quickly, request money for family emergencies, and if the money stops, they suddenly lose interest in whatever you wanted to do with them. Then there's the trap of the instant family, where expats fall for women with children or large extended families, under the belief they are helping. While this is admirable, some expats get drained by endless requests for remittances, supporting the entire family, paying for siblings' weddings, school fees, or land for relatives. Eventually, the expat realizes he was merely the ATM, not the partner he thought he was. Property ownership is another concern. I've heard countless stories of expats getting properties under their Filipina's name. When breakups happen, the Filipina keeps the property, and since you have no legal rights, you face two choices: pay expensive attorneys to fight in court, hoping to salvage something, or be evicted with nothing. I've known expats who built entire houses only to be locked out or left behind. That's why taking marriage seriously in the Philippines is essential, especially regarding your financial risk. Marrying quickly to the wrong Filipina can lead to costly divorces, which most expats prefer to handle in their home country. Community property laws often favor the Filipino side, meaning expats often lose most of their assets. Your soon to be ex partner may have spousal rights over your property, and in some cases, they might resort to legal blackmail. Worst of all, expats can be falsely accused of abuse, which could lead to jail time, deportation, or extortion settlements just to walk free. Now let's discuss the darker side of poverty. Many vloggers romanticize rural life, simple houses, smiling faces, and basic meals. However, poverty also brings desperation, jealousy, petty theft, substance abuse within the Filipinas family, and often untreated mental illness. Expats who flaunt their wealth or even just live comfortably in poor areas may become targets of theft, jealousy, or scams. Bloggers often focus on the excitement of arrival. Few mention the months and years ahead. Friendships that come and go. There's a chance you might not truly connect with the locals. Language barriers can cause misunderstandings and conflicts. And ultimately, you might always remain the outsider. Loneliness is common, especially for men who retire early and lack structure, move for romance and end up alone, or have no real community. This can lead to alcohol abuse, risky behavior, or depression, especially without mental health support. The justice system in the Philippines is slow, costly, and unfamiliar to many expats. You must be aware that you have no advantage in courts, limited recourse if scammed, and a high risk of bribery or bias. Authorities may delay access to trials or due process to keep your hopes up. Calling the police can backfire, especially if your accuser is Filipino and you are not. Additionally, there are visa complication and immigration headaches. If you stay too long, you may be hit with costly overstay fees. Deportation or blacklisting are risk under certain conditions. Attempting to open a business or invest, you will need permits, fixers, and bribes, with rules often changing without notice. Not all darkness comes from locals. Some expats run shady businesses targeting other expats. They inflate prices on rentals, visa services, or tours. They even offer relationship coaching or real estate deals that exploit the vulnerable. Many lonely or desperate men fall prey to exploitation by their own countrymen, believing they are among friends. Expats running out of money face harsh realities: no safety net, no government aid, no affordable repatriation flights. Unlike the West, there are no food stamps, unemployment benefits, or shelters. Some end up homeless, jailed for vagrancy or overstay, or dependent on strangers, including locals and other expats. They often beg embassies for help, but assistance is rarely enough. It's not uncommon to see broke expats wandering the streets of big Philippine cities, a cautionary tale few vloggers want to show or talk about. For those who try to leave, returning to the West can be humiliating. Some are older with little savings left. You may have burnt bridges at your old jobs. You might be seen as a failure by colleagues or a creep by Western women. There's also the possibility that you may no longer fit in. And because of this, some expats attempt to return to the Philippines, holding on to hope that things will work out somehow. all because the West no longer feels like home. All I'm saying is, living in the Philippines is no fairy tale. It can be beautiful, meaningful, and even life changing, but only if you approach it with humility, caution, and realism. You must do your own work, learn the language and culture, vet relationships slowly, protect your finances legally, build a strong local and expat support system, avoid arrogance and entitlement. If your life is already broken in the West, the Philippines is not a fixer upper. It's a country with its own challenges, beauty, and darkness. In conclusion, too many expats are sold a tropical girlfriend and beer for $1 fantasy. They land in the Philippines with delusions, only to be crushed by the weight of failed relationships, financial loss, legal issues, health problems, and most of all, loneliness. But those who prepare wisely, think long term, and respect the culture often find happiness and peace here. The dark side of life in the Philippines doesn't mean it's a bad place. It means it's real. And real life, wherever you go, comes with trade offs. All right, guys, that is all for today's show. If you have any questions or comments, please comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good day.